Well, hello everyone. It's me, Christine, again. It's good to see you guys. Hello everyone in the chat. Is the music okay? Music still loud? Oh. Hold on. Thank you guys. Thank you guys so much for, everything. I'll get into it in a bit and just explain somewhat. I just realized my face is so shiny. I didn't put on any of my mattifier shit. I need a matte taco for my face. Help me. Help me. This is the only makeup. This is my only makeup hack these days. If you're sweaty, if you're a little greasy, if you're dirty, I just use this it's blotting powder. Yeah, it's literally called blotting powder. Color light, pasty, and then I just put that on, and then there. It's like a matte taco for your face. A little dusty, but it's fine. Thank you to the mods for being here. Shout out to the mods. I see you guys in the chat. I also see Bentendo in the chat. Hello, Ben. Thank you for being here. Okay, you guys are being too nice. Telling me I look beautiful. Thank you. But I showered today. Proud of myself for showering, for getting clean. Okay, so what are we doing today? I haven't been online on stream or shown my face really for a couple weeks because my dad passed away. And I think some of you know this because I posted it. Actually, I'm going to shut off the music because it's just weird. Yeah, I'm going to turn off the music. I want to do my nails today and just some nail painting therapy. So if you guys want to paint your nails and hopefully have a lighthearted time later, that's my plan for today's stream. But I do feel it's important to tell you what happened. And I really appreciate everyone saying, take your time, whatever. I know, I have. And I don't think that's going to change me crying just thinking about it. So I feel personally, I just need to say it, talk to you guys, and then move forward, Yes. Deep breaths, yeah. I've already cried 8 million times in the last 2 weeks, so I don't even know how tear ducts keep working. Maybe it's because I drink so much water. Maybe if I just stopped drinking water, it would be impossible to cry. Are there any doctors in the chat? Does that make sense? Okay, I want to paint my nails while I talk because it gives me calm, but I also just want to not confuse chat. So, tears of purity. Yes, teddy bear 1287. That's right. A couple weeks ago, my dad passed away from cancer. And it was kind of sudden to most of us. Oh, Ben has tea. Okay, stop talking. Ben has tea.
Your tears are actually 100% tea.
Yeah, is that
water.
what it is?
Yeah.
Okay, maple syrup tea with milk. Mm-hmm. So I'd be crying milk then.
Mm-hmm. I'm here if you need me, okay?
Thanks. You gotta go moderate downstairs.
Do you want me to stay?
No, it's okay. Bring me Menchie, actually. Ben has been the best Ben anyone could ask for. Always there for me, bringing me tea, but also like keeping me sane and helping me out. So yeah, he's gonna get Menchie now. So yeah, my dad passed away of cancer. It was kind of sudden. I had never mentioned to the internet that he even had cancer. So no one knew. I only found out a couple months ago. And I remember the day I found out, it was after posting the episode of SimplyNailogical with my sister. Later that night, he called me and my sister and told us. At the time, I didn't think it was that bad because you just, your first reaction is like, okay, we got this. What's the prognosis? What is it? What are we going to do? A lot of people get cancer and then they're fine. At least that's what was my initial thought process. I was like, we got this. Let's problem solve. And I guess I didn't really know all of the details because I wasn't the one directly in contact with like his doctors, right? Because I'm here in Ottawa, and also because of COVID, I haven't been there. I haven't been to Toronto since Christmas of 2019. So the first time I went after finding out was only recently, because I found out recently, and that was when I was filming the commercial for YouTube, which you saw come out in the last month. I was already planning to go film that downtown Toronto. The plans were already made. So we filmed that, and then I went to see my dad and stayed with him in Toronto, or Greater Toronto area. Oh, Menchie. We got a Menchie. Menchie. Baby Menchie. Put her in her bed. Put her in her bed. No, stay in the bed. Put her in the bed. Menchie must stay in the bed. It's really blue on her. Okay, she might stay. She might go. She hasn't made up her mind. She's not sure. Menchie. Have a seat, monkey. Monkey baby. Yes. You gotta coax her butt down, Have a little seat. Oh yeah, we got it. Good girl. Ooh. Sit, monkey. I find I have to like push my cats down in like the kindest way, just to like give them comfort, and they're like, yes, this is where I want to sit. This is where I would like to loaf. But now she's unsure again because I'm not like touching her. Oh. She's taken to the bed. Okay. Okay, well, we all feel so much better now. Okay, I'll put it back on just me for now, but just know that Menchie's right behind me. Ooh. Being a little cutie beans. Okay. So the first time I saw my dad since COVID stuff and like saw changes in him was when I went down to film that YouTube commercial. So I filmed that commercial having just found out that news, but I was already planning to go down for the commercial because you make a commitment, But I was still like in the mindset that it was like gonna be fine. So I went down and I saw him. And then we went down again quickly after that, just because we missed him, and we got COVID tested before we went. Even though everyone's vaccinated, I wanted to be like 100% sure. So we got tested every time we went to Toronto, just knowing that he was sick. And so I saw him again after that, a couple weeks after that YouTube shoot was filmed. And then I remember saying, like, we're going to come down again in a couple weeks. And then, like, literally 2 weeks later, we were told that he was in the hospital for what I thought was, like, some procedural stuff. Like, not procedural, but, like, routine-ish things. Like, he had pleural effusions, I think is the term, in your lungs. It's when, like, fluid collects, and he just kind of had that issue in his lungs for a while. Apparently it can be managed through a couple small procedures. So he was having his lungs drained. And some other, like, small things like that, which to my understanding at the time, like, weren't anything to be truly worried about. And we're just more like, it's okay, this is just, like, something that doctors and nurses can do to help with, like, immediate needs. And so there was, like, a few little things like that, and he was in the hospital getting them done, but he seemed fine. I mean, like, fine. I mean, not fine when you're in the hospital, obviously, but, like, he seemed in okay spirits. But then that's just how he always is, so what do you know? I wasn't really aware, and I don't even know how aware he is, and now I'll never really know. I did not know how progressed the cancer was at that time. All I knew was that he was diagnosed with prostate cancer. But that a lot of his friends and, like, people we know have had that type of cancer, and they came out of it. Like, I don't know if, like, fully recovered is the right language to use, but they got treatment and they are still around and they're fine, relatively speaking. So that was kind of my attitude. I was like, okay, well, like, you have a bunch of friends who had this, and it happens, and you're young-ish. He was 63, but he was always in good health. Like, he was, I mean, I want to say he ate healthy, but, like, he also ate a lot of steak and whatever. But for a 6-year-old man, he was not unhealthy. He was in, like, good shape for a 6-year-old guy. And, like, I remark that even people on the internet or, like, my friends would kind of say that too. Like, your dad looks great for his age. And, like, he did. He has a magnet on his fridge at home that says, "It took me 60 years to look this good." So, I mean, that's like a joke. He's being funny, but I do think there was truth to that. So, he was in the hospital getting what I thought done was, like, procedural, routine-ish stuff just to, like, help his lungs. And then we heard, like, his kidneys were having issues draining, so they needed to do a small procedure for that. And because of COVID, it would have been impossible for me and my sister and other family to all see him in the hospital. Like, there are rules that said only one person for 1 hour a day. So, based on the information I had at the time, I thought, well, this doesn't make sense to come down because we can't even see you, and we'd have to, like, divide up everyone's time, and if one person goes one day, then no one else can go that day. And that was the rules for the unit he was in at this time before he was put into the intensive care. I think he was just in, like, cardiac, or I don't even remember. I wrote down all the floors, but it doesn't matter anyways. So then the next thing I know, I called the nurse because he was moved to the ICU. And all this time, like during the week, you know, we were in touch with him and family and just hearing what was going on. And my sister and I were like, okay, we're going to go down, but let's wait until you're home because we can't even see you. So like the rule, it's stupid. I mean, not stupid. It's there for a reason, but we just thought like we couldn't really see you. So we're going to wait till you got your procedures and you come home, and then we're coming down and we're going to like help out and, you know, watch movies and whatever you need. So we didn't go down because we were waiting for him to finish the procedures and go home. But then I talked to a nurse, and all of a sudden he was in intensive care like the next day. So we drove down, and he was not conscious when we got there. I'm just smiling at chat for all the hearts, and also Menchie is licking her bed. Menchie, stop licking your bed. Fuck. So my sister and I got there, and he was already in a medically induced coma, I guess. They do that on purpose to not have you be in pain. And then the next thing I know, we're having a conversation with the doctor, and the doctor is basically telling us that your dad's on life support, and we don't think there's much quality of life on the other end. So you can imagine, I'm like, what? We were literally just waiting him to get out of the hospital to see him. And I only knew of this a couple months ago. So I know my dad, and I know he would absolutely hate if we, you know, kept him alive on life support and then had to baby him, and he would suffer because of it, if it meant he couldn't like talk or move or do anything meaningful. So we had to make the difficult decision to let him go. And I think that was the hardest words that have ever come out of my mouth. Was telling the doctor that our decision. And when I say decision, I think doctors, like, they should never, like, tell you what you should do, and they definitely did not. And I really respect and admire the way that the doctors were incredibly compassionate. And it's not because they know I'm some social person or anything. I genuinely just think they were really good, all of the ones that I talked to. So they aimed to explain to you the situation, and they didn't try to push us in any direction, but it was clear to me from my reasonable interpretation of his medical information and advice was that it would not be fair to my dad to keep him in that state. And of course, since then, I've wondered, what if we didn't do that? But, I think... You get Menchie while I blow my nose. I didn't really feel like there was much of a choice, so there's no point in me going back and saying like, oh, what if, like, you know, it was what had to happen, and ultimately, the cancer was a lot worse than any of us knew, so something would have happened to him at some point, so it was kind of like it was, no longer curable, death was no longer preventable. And in this way, he got to go in peace, and we were there. I held his hand with gloves on because of COVID. I know. Thank you guys for saying it's okay to cry. It's not like I knew I was gonna cry, but I don't care. Like, it's sad, of course. And what are you doing?
Just gonna bring you things that make you happy throughout the stream.
I'm not gonna eat the dry oats, Ben.
Okay, I'll bring you some milk.
It's fine. We need a Ben cam too.
No. You're good. You're strong.
Ben, acts of service. Thank you, Ben.
You want to take a minute?
No?
You're okay?
Yeah. Banana Ben. Overnight oats, anyone? Okay, I don't want dry oats. Like, you can take
I'll
them.
do better next time.
What the hell? I'm fine, I got Menchie, look. We got Queen. So that's what happened. Yeah. It took me 9 days to tell the public. And this is a different thing than I guess most people experience when they have a loss. I really hated the idea of making an Instagram post or telling Twitter, because I just like, what is this, some kind of social event? Like, no. So I'm just like mad at that, but I'm also realizing, well, that's stupid. Like, you use your socials to tell people about your life and including why you're gone, and people can use it in a positive way to show their love and support. So like, I know all of this, but I'm just balanced it with me feeling like I hate everything, you know? So I didn't want to talk about it or say anything. And I want to apologize to anyone I know in my real life or who I know as an acquaintance. When I say real life, I mean like people I know in the physical world where I've shaken their hand or something. Online is also real life. But like, there were some people I had to tell because I had to explain why I wasn't there or what was going on. And then there were other people who found out because family or someone told someone, and then there's a rush of people who tell you that they're so sorry and condolences. And that was happening for 9 days before I posted publicly. And then, you know, when I post publicly, there's thousands and thousands of people telling me they're sorry. And I really don't want you to misinterpret this as me being mad at people for telling me they're sorry. I appreciate that people care. But in my own grief processing, the idea of getting attention for this really fucks me up, you know? Because I don't, in my irrational head, I don't want people's sorries. I don't want flowers. I don't want food to make me feel better. I just want my dad. But I know that's not gonna happen. So it's like I have to accept the sorries instead. And I'm telling you this not to shame people who tell me their condolences. Please don't. I'm just expressing my experience in grief because I think everyone deals with it differently. And maybe you've felt this way before. I also saw a lot of comments from people saying that they recently lost someone, or they lost their dad or a close family member years ago, and they still feel upset. And I appreciate people trying to relate or offer some support from a place of experience where it's really hard because you feel like no one else gets you, right? So I'm sharing this to express one version of grief that maybe might resonate with someone now or in the future. Someone who has lost someone that was close to them and hated getting flowers. That's me. I mean, I've always hated fucking flowers. I tell Ben I don't want fucking flowers. But that's me. I don't want flowers. I don't need a million comments saying sorry. So don't feel bad if you offer condolences. That's not what I mean. I think if you're listening to this right now and you've said messages of support, now you don't need to repeat it, I guess, now that you know. But like it's okay. I fully accept all the hearts in the chat though. That's cool. And yeah, you silly munchkins for life says I hate getting flowers and postcards. Yeah, fuck flowers and postcards. Get that $500 flower arrangement. Yeah, from the Am I the Asshole episode. Yeah, I don't want $500 flowers. I will accept a $500 donation towards cancer research, though. That's cool. People have also asked how, in lieu of that flowers, or like some companies I work with, or people who have money and want to do something with it, which I understand the desire to do something with your money if you have it when something bad happens. You know, I do it too. When I see cats in need of rescue, I donate to cat charities. So like I get it. I don't have super chats on or anything on right now. And this doesn't seem like the right time or place to turn them on, because I don't want to turn them on today when I'm literally telling you that my dad died, because I just feel like that's fucking weird, you know? I don't want your money today. If you want to personally just make a donation to any cancer society, then that's totally cool. But I should also tell you something that I have been planning that was supposed to be good news, and I was supposed to announce it 2 weeks ago. Which is that I'm was going to make a bigger commitment to streaming. I am going to make a bigger commitment to streaming. It's just kind of like stalled right now. And that includes monthly charity donations. This has been planned for a while. I'm going to do a whole channel revamp in terms of like logo and stuff, and also increase my streaming schedule and turn on monetization options, which I, unlike most streamers, I haven't had them on. Normally you have on a membership button when you stream, or a subscribe button on Twitch is the equivalent. I've had that off since I started. And I thought, if I want to take streaming seriously and I want to increase the content that I provide, I would consider turning it on based on what I'm going to do with it. And part of my plan is to do a monthly charity donation. And now I know what charity that's going to be. So, I'm not turning it on now though. But I might as well let you know that that's kind of what my plan is. So if you want to donate then, and you want to hold off and wait till I do that and feel comfortable turning that on, you can wait. But yeah, my plan is to donate a portion of my membership revenue / super chats to a monthly charity. So I think feels kind of fucked up talking about like getting money now, but because it's related to charity, and that I'm gonna do this for, I don't know yet if it's like the hospital he was at, or probably not the hospital he was at for like privacy reasons, but like I might choose prostate cancer specifically because it is November, which is Movember, which is Prostate Cancer Awareness Month. On that note, PSA for all the people with prostates in the chat, please get checked. Please do all the tests. It's like called a PSA test, I think. They can check levels. It's literally like pretty simple to do some of the basic tests with your doctor. And then anyone else, there's cancers of all kinds. So it's always important to get checkups. And if you ever feel like something's a little off or you're worried about something, please ask your doctor, because it's the only person who can tell you. The medical health profession is there to administer tests. It's their responsibility. And I'm not saying the system is perfect everywhere. I know that. But there are a lot of cancers that are curable or preventable if you catch them early. So tell your dads, tell the people with prostates in your lives, or any cancer, like it's not just that, but I feel like I'm trying to blow my nose off camera, but then I realize I'm literally on camera picking shit out of my nose. Wonderful. Okay, who wants to paint nails? I feel like, as fucking hard as this is to talk about, it is one way that I can move forward. Because it's been 16 days since he died. And I know sounds like no time at all. And also a lot of time. More than 2 weeks. And I'm still trying to figure out how to exist in this world without my dad. I should probably also mention, for those who weren't aware or like maybe didn't watch my content all the time, my dad and I were very close, and I've talked about him a lot. On the podcast, he's often brought up just, when me and my sister were talking about, even on the podcast I posted with my sister not too long ago, we were talking about my dad and joking about how he wouldn't care about who we dated, or like how I was like the best dad. And yeah, all of that is true. And for those of you who've seen videos with him. He's been in a couple of my videos. We reacted to mean comments together. That was funny because he joined in on the mean comments. That was his sense of humor. I think that's where I get it from. Your dad was so funny and amazing. Thank you. Yes, see, so there's a lot of chat that has, witnessed my dad. And I think I'm glad in a way that you guys got to know him a bit through my videos, and he's exactly as he appears on video. He is a jokester. He doesn't take life too seriously. He was the one who always used to say, have some fun before you die, which is my channel, which used to be my SimplyNailogical channel banner tagline, and which has been my Instagram and Twitter tagline since I started those accounts like 6 years ago. I stole that line from him. Have some fun before you die. That was always his attitude on everything. And I think he have like two feelings about that. I feel like, yes, he did. He did what he said. He had a lot of fun. And I'm happy about that. But I'm also really angry and upset. Because he didn't even get to retire. He was basically still working up until he got sick. And his plan was always to retire and golf all the time. And, I thought maybe he'd come to Ottawa more and we'd hang out more when COVID was over, if COVID ever ends. But that was kind of my thought for his future. So although he did have a lot of fun for 63 years before he died, he deserved like at least another 20. Maybe 30, I don't know. He used to tell me and my sister that if he was ever old and like useless, whatever that meant to him, we should push him off the dock in his wheelchair. Like, he's saying this as a joke. He's not insulting people with wheelchairs. He was mostly just trying to say, like, when he can't move or do anything and he feels like he's useless, we should just roll him right off the dock. And he said the dock because we grew up at a cottage with him. So anyways, that was his sense of humor. That's how he lived, and it's kind of how he died, because he wasn't doing well. I'm just mad that, someone pointed out that I didn't get to spend as much time with him as I wanted to, because I hadn't seen him in a while because of COVID, because we were, trying to protect everyone, and even once we got vaccinated. I was still like, don't want to put anyone in danger. And also, I don't want to leave the house, So yeah, when we finally went down, once we realized what was going on, I had no idea that I would only see him twice. Yeah, a lot of people in the chat are saying COVID sucks. So just to be clear, in case you're joining, my dad did not die of COVID. He died of cancer. He never had COVID. He actually got tested a few times because he had problems in his lungs, so he had to get the test, and he complained about it sticking up into his brain. I know, because I had the same test. But yes, COVID did make it hard to go see him, and then we chose not to go see him in the hospital because COVID made it really challenging for most of the sorry, I'm reading chat at the same time. Most of the family to be able to see him at the same time. So we're like, get out of the hospital, then we'll come down. So my last conversation with him was actually on FaceTime. And the conversation before that was him singing happy birthday to me from the hospital. And I streamed on that day. But I didn't know how bad it was. Because it wasn't really bad on that day. Or maybe it was, but we just didn't know. It doesn't really matter now. Yeah, fuck cancer. I see lots of people asking about Jen. Yeah, she's like me. We are there for each other. I love my sister very much, and I think she knows that. And I feel like both of us suffering in the same way, because we both, our dad was just as important to me as he was to her, and we both care about him very much. So we're both dealing with it together as sisters, and we talk to each other pretty much every day. And I'm sure she also appreciates people sending hearts, but yeah, everyone deals with things in a different way. You know, don't expect her to go make a video. Well, she doesn't make videos, but disgusting. There's a lot of things I miss, right? Like we used to have a group chat with my sister, or I mean, the group chat still exists, but my sister and my dad, where we'd send him pictures of our food, of whatever we were eating for dinner. So I'd often send him Taco Tuesday pictures. And now I'll just send the food pictures to just my sister. Which, sorry, I don't mean to reduce that and make it sound like it's not good enough. I will absolutely still send her food pictures, Jen. Too bad you're getting all my dinner plates. But garbage bowls, hearts. I love garbage. I'm sending you all the pictures of my garbage bowls. And I will share them with you guys on social media. I'm slowly getting back on to Snapchat and Instagram, and it's not because I feel like I have to, because it's my job, because as I've said before, I don't have to do this. And a lot of really popular social media influencers who have definitely made millions don't have to do this. They just, you know, they feel like they want to. It's their job. They want to sustain the income they've been making. But like, if I really didn't want to do this and I just wanted to live out my life without anyone looking at me, like I could, but I don't want to. I like this. I missed this. And I want to get through this. And I think I had to tell you and explain what happened so that you know. And that if anyone missed what happened, which was gonna happen, they can come back to this video and hear what happened. And I also hope that people respect my position that I don't really want further comments about, you know, he's in a better place, or condolences. Like, once, if you've said it already, that's fine. If you're giving hearts is good. But like, if you've said this before, I don't need to hear it again on the next stream. You know what I mean? Like, that's me. I don't want more attention for something so sad. Does that make sense? And now I see people now joining the chat being like, what happened? And I know that's going to happen, and I'm not going to be mad at people who missed this, or, you know, if I stream next weekend and people are confused, maybe those of you who hear me saying this and are listening to me can just kindly tell other people, like, you watch her last stream or something. It's not your job to do that, so, like, this isn't in order. But I'm just letting you know my process and what I think makes sense for me. And yeah. Acknowledge. Chat is acknowledging. Oh no, do we have another kitty? Oh my god, what a chonky boy. Zyler, you are so chonky. Look at this chonk. Giant orange chonk. Oh, it's my hair.
What?
Oh. He's so heavy. Zyler. Hi, chat. Oh. Zyler's not happy. Okay, who wants to paint nails? Yeah, let's do that. I can't guarantee that that's the end of me crying. So if crying makes you upset, then, you know, maybe this isn't the stream for you. But if you want to know what's going on and you want to watch this through and hopefully see me come out from the other side, then yeah, stay with me. Actually, Ben, could you come back? I need the camera on my nails. I mean, we could just leave it on Menchie. Well, I'm just going to leave the room, leave it on Menchie. She does bring a lot of peace. Menchie. Look at that face. Thanks. Sorry, Menchie. Wait. My hand will be like here. Cut this a bit.
More?
Yeah, more down. Like, get rid of this. Yeah, there. Thank you. Thanks, cameraman. Cool keyboard. Oh, thanks. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna put music back on. Is that balance okay? Yeah. So maybe I'll talk a little bit more about good things. There's a lot of good things that I missed in the last few weeks during this time. So yeah. Anyways, here's my nails. Said the nail girl. You might be wondering why they look kind of fucked. It's because it's a reflection of the surface of my heart at the moment. JK. I actually put one quick coat of One Coat Black over top of something that I didn't want to reveal. Because we filmed an episode of the podcast. We filmed that yesterday, and that'll go up on Taco Tuesday, and I just felt like it was too early to leak anything. So yeah, I did a little sneaky sneak. I painted a coat of 1 coat black over top, so no one would see my nails, because the Holo Taco detectives, I see you guys in the Discord chat. So I'm just gonna pop these off, because like, what the heck, this is kind of nasty. I have like 5 coats of random ass nail polish on right now. No, we're not releasing the pen. I'm just using it to oil my nails. Fuck. I feel like I haven't done like good nail care recently, you know what I mean? So that's what we're doing, okay? Nail care. Menchie care. Mental health care. Won't popping them off reveal it though? Well, I'm gonna pop it off and like not show you the underneath. When you stick it on too good. There we go. You didn't see the flip. Is it a pop-off base? Yes, Pat Wallace, it is. It's a peely base coat. That's how I pop off all my peelies. Sometimes the peelies don't come off fresh and clean. It kind of depends. I've kind of got like some fucked up thing going on here. I don't really care about popping it off clean. Oh. Ah! Nothing to see here. This is hard, like doing this live. So sneaky. I know. They don't want to leave me. Yeah. Peely base sticks so well. Like sometimes too good to me, because my nails are so raw. Like they are raw as fuck, because they're just like over swatched, you know? Over stripped, over swatched, overused. What was that? Fuck. We're gonna have this oh, that looks kind of cool. What is that? Holo Taco Detective screenshotting this stream. I'm not revealing every color. No one saw the other ones. They just maybe saw that one. We have to get some good news out of this stream. Okay, I'm doing this one off camera. I don't want you to see this color. You got enough, okay? I saw nothing. What? Detectives are like... Yo, I'm gonna delete this VOD for this reason. Alright, so here's my peelies. In case you are new to the SimplyNailogical universe, welcome back to the best stream. Not welcome back. Welcome to the best stream. I'm definitely on my best today. I popped these off by using a peely base coat, which is a peel off base coat. You put on the peely base first, and then you paint your nails whatever you want, and then you can pop them off. They don't last as long as normal nail polish or normal base coats, because they're designed to come off easier. That's the whole point. But it's great for certain types of finishes if you don't like removing glitter polish or thicker polish. So, or if you need to take your nails off really quickly for like work or other reasons, or if you're just kind of a psycho like me and you keep things in a peely bag. Okay, so we must hide these. Where is my peely bag? Oh. My new peely bag. Oh, it's back there. Fuck. My new aesthetic peely bag. I'll just put it in this one for now and then transfer it over. I was gonna make a TikTok. Of course, I have to get back on TikTok. I was gonna make a TikTok of transferring all the peelies, and can't show you the insides. Now you'll never know. I was gonna make a TikTok of transferring all these peelies into my new iridescent unicorn skin peely bag that we released on my birthday launch weekend for Holo Taco. So that's why they're still in this nasty bag. We love the new peely bags. Thank you, Katie. So let me just do some quick like nail care. My nails are just feeling kind of gross. So I'm just gonna load them up. Like soak them in oil. Like nasty levels of oil. Like oilier than my face at the beginning of this stream. And then I rub it in. What's on my other hand? It's a manicure that I did a while ago, actually. You can see the tips are chipping. I did this the second time I went back to Toronto after my dad passed. We had to go back again. You know, family and stuff. All my family's in the Greater Toronto area. It's just my sister and I in Ottawa. But I had to paint my nails for when I went back, and I decided to do this in part because purple is my dad's favorite color. And this is Mist Shift, which is that multichrome that shifts to purple, yeah, at that angle, and then to green. And I named it Mist Shift because it reminds me a lot of cars. If you remember this collection, the multichrome, I'm getting oil like all over my caps. Whatever. Yeah, the Multichrome Holo Taco Collection was kind of inspired by growing up in cars, which was my dad's thing. And let's just like do all the good things about my dad. How's that? I was definitely a daddy's girl, yeah. I've said that before, but Miss Shift was named like shift, like you shift a car, because this color is like the most traditional color of duochrome paint in the car industry. So when I worked for my dad, had a body shop like 15 years ago. He had his own at one point. He ran it with my uncle, who's actually his twin. Yeah, I don't think I mentioned that. My dad has a twin. His twin is still here. He's still alive. It must be pretty fucked up to lose your twin. But yeah, they had a car shop and I worked for them for a little bit in the summers, and every time there was a school holiday when I was a teenager, and then in the summers in university. And I was kind of inspired by the multichrome paints in that the car world, and they look a lot like multichrome nail polishes, and I think that's why I was kind of drawn to multichrome nail polishes. Are they identical twins? Yes, they are. Well, the twin has a mustache, so you can tell them apart because of that. I'm just like wiping the oil off. But otherwise, yes, they are identical. Please do a nail collection for your dad. Yeah, I don't know. I wish in the past I'd done like a dad polish, kind of like how we have a Ben and a Menchie and a Zyler, but like, whatever. I mean, he doesn't care. He doesn't care about nail polish, but he did like cool car paint. Okay, I gotta do a little bit of remover, just like on the sides here. So peely base will get most of it off, but then, you know, there's a couple little remnants left. So I always use 100% acetone. Yeah, in cars they're called chameleon paint. Yep. So chameleon paint or duochrome was often the language used in the car industry. And then there was like when they had like mirror chrome finishes, like stuff that was like shiny that looked kind of like platinum mirrors. There'd be like true chrome, mirror chrome, you know, tri-stage pearlescent paint. Pearlescent was the word they used that looks a lot like iridescent in the nail polish world. It's just kind of cool that there's a lot of similarities between the types of paint used in cars and used in nails. And then you put a clear coat on in cars, which is like a glossy taco, because it's like the quick dry. It's like the seal, you know, that prevents from chips when you get rocks thrown at your front bumper on the road. The clear coat will protect against some chips there. Just like a glossy taco will prevent from, you know, touching your bed sheets and getting imprints. You feel anxious? Does this make you anxious? Oh, maybe I should explain what I'm doing. I always wrap the tip under my nail when I'm painting them in order to keep the polish on longer, especially when using a peely base, so it stays. But as a result, there's often like nail polish left under, so I just take a Q-tip and then get it off that way to get a clean nail. Why 100% acetone? Great question. The quick and easy answer is just that like it works better. Don't use industrial grade acetone. So here's something interesting. There is industrial grade acetone that's used by like car shops and like airplane hangars and whatever. Don't use that, okay? Use cosmetic grade acetone. So don't go to like Home Depot and buy acetone. Go to a cosmetic supply store and buy 100% acetone. There is a difference. Not in the ingredients, because it's still acetone, but in the way it's like chemically treated or processed. I don't like, I'm not a scientist, but that's my very basic understanding of it. So if you're using acetone, yeah, it should be like for cosmetics. Isn't it really drying for your nails? Yep, it is, but then you just restore it with nail oil. That's all. 100% acetone is way more effective to like do cuticle cleanup if you use nail polish remover that isn't mostly acetone, that has a bunch of like fragrance shit in it. It often won't be as effective, and then you can end up like bleeding the nail polish around more. Whereas if you use 100% acetone, it can be like much better to actually clean up the nail polish. So the drying part, like, yes, you are correct, but as long as you restore that dryness with moisture by applying nail oil later when you're done, then it's fine. And then the other thing is, if I'm like doing my nails right now, I actually want my nails to be dried out if I want my nail polish to last longer. So if I were to put oil on my nails right now and then paint my nails, it's gonna pop off or peel off easier because oil will create a barrier between your nail and the base coat. So, I mean, it kind of depends. Like sometimes I oil my nails and paint on nail polish because I know I want to peel it off tomorrow, so I don't really care. But that's not most people's wishes. Most people want their nail polish to last, so some advice for that is actually to literally dehydrate your nail plate just like this by scrubbing it with acetone and then putting on a base coat so that it sticks better to your nails. Yeah, you guys are learning things. I know, it's shocking. I am teaching things shocking about nails. That's kind of what I was hoping to do in my eventual stream rollout where I am now just gonna be a pro streamer. But yeah, part of the reason why I want to like, okay, I'm gonna stream now, you know, that's like gonna be what I do, is I want to start transferring some of my nail knowledge and also like other business knowledge, whatever other knowledge you guys think I have. But yeah, I want to do more of that. You know, simply masterclass. Not that I'm a licensed nail technician or educated in nail polish whatsoever. Disclaimer. But a lot of people can be enthusiasts or hobbyists and have a lot of knowledge or experience to share. So that's my plan. Taking notes. Thank you, Jared. Taking notes. I'm 33 years old. I think it's time to teach a class, you know? Did you guys see my, I haven't been on the internet in so long. Did you guys see my video with my ex-professor, with my former professor, Simply Prof Logical? I posted a video on my main channel, guys. We're supposed to be very excited about this. Yeah, it was funny. She seems so cool. She's a great role model. She is awesome. I wish all profs were like her. I know that they're not. Have you read any of her publications yet? No. I did not have time, unfortunately. My bad. I know. I'm a terrible student. Well, like, I'm not her student anymore. You know, I've moved on. She seems so young. I think, yeah, I mean, like, she is kind of young, but she probably also just looks good for her age. You know what I mean? Like, she's one of those people. Okay, so let's paint my nails. What should I paint on my nails? Chat, help me. I have no idea what to do. I could just paint them with Miss Shift because my dad would love that. But is there blue for November? Is blue? I should be looking into this. I should know this. But is blue like a prostate cancer awareness color? I actually don't know. Let me googly. This is a thing? Oh, it is blue. Light blue? It says September. What? I thought it was November. Is that wrong? That's wrong. Okay, so that's kind of the color. But it's definitely like, what? September? Oh my god. I thought it was November. Fuck. Okay, oh, most people think of November for men's health, generally. Okay, yes. See, I need to brush up on my men's health. Okay, so what do we think? Scientific? Frostlight? Maybe I can do a little combo of both of them. So I have scientific. What if we put scientific and then one coat of frostlight over top? Yeah, that'll look nice. A little sparkle. And then maybe I'll do Miss Shift for the other nails. So I'll kind of do a little bit of both. How's that? Yeah. Okay, let me just pee. One sec. How'd you like staring at my Holo Tacos? A reminder to get some tea, go pee, you know, all the things you need to do before you paint your nails. Especially if you're painting both hands. I only paint one hand at a time. That's all I can manage. But yeah, do all the things you gotta do before you paint your nails. Those aren't cat treats.
You want a fuzzy peach? You want a fuzzy peach?
No, I'm okay.
Not sponsored?
No, I'm okay.
Menchie.
No, but she's gonna think they're treats then. Okay. You're getting all excited for nothing. So mean.
If we were at like a friend's house and they had a sliding glass door and I walked right into it because I thought it was open and I hit my head, would you still want to be my girlfriend?
I don't understand your question. Are you saying if you're an idiot, would I still want
Well, I think that goes without saying.
What are you saying? I don't understand him. Is this making me feel better? Who is that man? Okay. Thank you, Ben, for your comedic relief. It's wonderful. Good content there, you know. Okay, where were we? Painting. We are painting. We paint on this channel. There's holo masks, did you know? Yes, I've seen some. I really gotta improve my holo style. I'm COVID mask wearing style. Alright, I'm gonna put it on Peely base. Peely base. I pretty much do all of my manicures with Peely base. Because I'm always, you know, doing the peel porn thing, you know. I may not film it or put it on YouTube as much anymore because that shit gets demonetized. Let me tell you, the number of peel porn videos I uploaded that got rated not advertiser friendly. Can't take those risks. Gotta take that R-rated content off of YouTube, and so I'm gonna announce my OnlyFans channel. I'm just kidding. I thought about doing that as a joke once. I can't remember if I mentioned this already, but like I definitely was thinking of making a video about launching an OnlyFans and posting like nail peel porn on it. But I decided against it for a few reasons. But the thought of it's funny. Just think if that video were to exist, that would be funny for like 5 seconds, you know? Okay, there. You can have a little laugh. You're wearing frozen bananas, says My World. Thank you. I mean, Ben says thank you. Yeah, I never got to talk about the birthday, post-birthday launch. Maybe we should do that. Thank you guys for all of your incredible support on the birthday launch. Existential Crisis is kind of a really fitting name now, isn't it? Yeah, it's kind of fucked up, but I guess I wasn't lying when I said I was having an existential crisis this year. My dad would definitely laugh at the irony. Existential Crisis, which was my limited edition birthday shade, sold out on the same day, I think. It's kind of all a blur since that weekend. But yeah, thank you guys for picking that up. It might have been the next day, I can't remember. I think we actually have frozen bananas in stock, which is hilarious. Sorry, Ben. Hold on, let me... Do we still have frozen bananas in stock? I'm gonna die if we do. We do. Ben got roasted. Okay, people are asking if the loot bag restocked. So no, the loot bag was only possible to sell if it included Existential Crisis, because you got Frozen Bananas cleanup brush and the Peely bag, and Existential Crisis was the loot bag. So there will never be a loot bag again because Existential Crisis is gone, and that was limited edition. But yeah, you can still buy the Peely bag, the cleanup brush, and Frozen Bananas. I thought we were gonna sell out because it was like close enough to being low quantities like 2 weeks ago. But then what happens is, you know, there's a lot of sales in like the first few days, and then it kind of like really slows down because most people who bought it already got it. And then the cleanup brush was out of stock for the longest time. It is back now. It only came back a couple days ago, by the way. So that's good news. Remember on that stream, we were like dealing with a crisis. I was like, I don't know if we have more to sell. But yeah, we got them back. Thank you. But Frozen Bananas is insanely gorgeous. Thank you. I know. I feel like the metallic foils are underrated. But if you know, you know. Right, Menchie? Menchie! I'm trying to find it, but I just reorganized my drawer and now I don't know where anything is. I lost the Frozen Bananas. Sorry, Ben, I lost you. So yeah, Frozen Bananas is still in stock. Since the tea launch, I'd been kind of giving you guys an update, just on like how well different shades sell, because you guys are often interested. So Existential Crisis, which was my birthday polish, sold better than Ben's polish, and it was probably in part because it was limited edition, and Frozen Bananas in this version is probably going to be limited. I haven't had to make the decision yet because it's not sold out yet. So we still have like a small percentage left of Frozen Bananas in this form. And when I say in this form, I'm mostly referring to the fact that like it has holo in it. Just for example. Our Frosted Metals normally don't have holo. There's Ben. But yeah, you can kind of tell in some of the pictures more than others, maybe in the close-up, that there is little holographic flecks in there. So kind of see the rainbow. It depends on the lighting that you look at them, but it's possible we bring it back and don't make it holo, and maybe call it Frozen Bananas instead of Bananas, just to make it more uniform. So yeah, there's still some of this left, but I don't think we're gonna restock it and name it the same. This is me making this, like I haven't made the decision yet, and we're definitely not restocking this box. Once these boxes are gone, they gone. Yeah, and the gold holo box. The box is so gorgeous. I know. Love the boxes. Okay, I'm gonna paint on the next coat. I'm doing smoothing base because I'm going to be putting on a multichrome. And if you have dented, or this is the Teaching Christine coming out here. If you have dented or ridgy nails, or otherwise like nails that have seen better days, let me just kind of show you up close. You see how I have these like, I get some ridging and dents, and that's 100% due to me being a hack with my nails. It's totally my fault. It's because I swatched the entire upcoming collection in a short amount of time, and I'm just generally like rough with my nails, stabbing them, you know, because everyone has a different tolerance, and I know that my nails are quite strong and can handle it. So that's why I do it. And I know when you cover them up with nail polish, you don't even notice. You don't even notice the candy corn color either. That's just natural staining. I am not dying that I know of. Although we're all dying, aren't we? Yeah. You're gonna have to have some humor about this. We are all dying, because you did not know. At some point. Would you change the shape of your nail? I kind of like this shape. But yeah, I'm putting smoothing base on top of peely base, which means I'll still be able to peel it off, but it will also help smooth out my nail so that I get a smooth surface for a multichrome. Make sense? Thanks, Christine. Really lighten up the mood. I know that I don't know what to tell you other than like this is how I cope. This is my sense of coping. I am the person who would laugh at a funeral or just generally be really uncomfortable. Not that I'm trying to, insult people or the situation at all, but everyone reacts differently to things that make them anxious or uncomfortable. And if I know my dad, he'd definitely be joking about something. So you can see smoothing base kind of evens out your nail color. If you care about that, if you want to do like more of a French tip, sheer bullshit manicure. If you don't laugh, you'll cry. Yes, Elena. Yeah, I like that. But yeah, see, smoothing base is kind of like a foundation for your nails. It's like a BB cream, minus the beauty guru drama. I know my nails are like too long. It's because I've neglected filing them, and sometimes I just get too lazy to file them, so that they just keep growing, and then I'm just like, fuck, now I can't do anything because I don't want to break them. Well, fuck, Gotta laugh to stop from scream crying. Yes, exactly. Please do a filing tutorial sometime if you can. That's a great idea, Kristen. I have a long list, actually, of more teachable type of nail tutorials. Who am I? I know. 2014 SimplyNailogical called. She wants her job back. But yeah, I do think I want to do a whole stream on like nail care, nail basics, how to paint your nails for dummies. To be blunt, not that people are dumb, but that's just, it's so relaxing doing our nails together. Yes, Jean. See, I already feel better. Started this stream like all fucked up, and now I feel better. And I guess that's kind of the lesson, It's okay and inevitable to be upset about things that deserve upset and anger. But as much as you can, you have to find something and a reason to find brightness and smile. And now I sound like a fucking Tumblr quote. We love a nail therapy session. Yes, Liz. But yeah, what was I saying? I have a whole list of like nail themed teaching streams that I want to do, because I feel like in regular Simply videos, it's been really hard to get everything out there and all the exceptions. And when people say, what about this? Or I have this problem, or like mine aren't like that, they're like this. I can cover all of that on stream in 2 hours if you have the time to watch it. And I'm fully aware that not everyone has all of the hours in the day to watch my streams, and that they're gonna miss some content. That's okay. I don't expect everyone to watch every single minute. Is there a reason you didn't wrap the tip with peely base? Because I'm gonna peel these off. So I, for my particular circumstance, don't really care. Because I'm not trying to optimize anything here. Like, I'm gonna peel them off. They'll peel off whether I wrap the tip or not. And then actually, if you want to extend your wear with peely base, the trick is to not put it to the end. It's to actually leave a little bit of bare nail so that the polish can wrap on your bare nail and like anchor around it, like so that like peely base is here and then your nail polish goes here. You know what I mean? Just by this much, like a millimeter. So that way it sticks to the nail a little bit better and your peelies are less likely to pop off when you wash your hands or take a shower or like scratch your head. That tip is in a Holo Taco video actually. If you Google, or not Google, if you go to YouTube and you type in Holo Taco peely base last longer, I have a video that I put on that channel that shows you what I mean with that kind of tip to not paint the tips in order to make it last longer. So it depends what your use is. I'm not really caring here because I'm just going to take them off, so. Okay, so while that's drying, oh, it's someone's birthday. Happy birthday. Okay, so I think I'm gonna paint. I know these don't necessarily match, and ideally I would have like a lighter blue, but I don't have one that I can show you yet. I have like prototypes, but it's like way too early to show you. You know how Holo Taco works. We work like 8 months in advance or something like that. That's enough leaks for this stream. You got what you came for. All the Holo detectives have left, right? So I'm gonna use Scientific with a bit of Frostlight, so it'll kind of neutralize the neonness, I think, but make it a bit glitterier. And then I'm gonna do Mischief just because it fucking looks cool, because it looks like a car. Don't have one yet, she says. Oh, hi. Hello, Emily D. Baker. The lawyer is here. Gotta be careful what I say, or maybe held against me. Maybe used against me. I was watching I think it was your Friday night live stream earlier about the Tati lawsuit, and I will not comment, but I really appreciate your videos. Going through the lawsuits. I feel like I learn a lot as a content creator about these things that involve content creators. You know, so keep it up. Yeah, chat, if you're not aware, Emily D. Baker, she's a lawyer on YouTube. Or not, she's not a lawyer, whatever. She does like legal commentary. She used to be a practicing lawyer, and she reviews lawsuits, some of which revolve around prominent people in the beauty or YouTube or otherwise social media space. So if you're interested in like listening to that shit for 2 hours, it's interesting. I always appreciate having someone like knowledgeable about a subject talk about it at length rather than just watching like more clickbaity videos about a topic. And I understand most people don't have time for 2-hour-long things. I get it. But if you want like to go to an original source of information, and which in this case is like literally the 60-page lawsuits, then like you need to go to someone who's gonna read them. You know what I mean? Anyways, these lawsuits will apply to like no one, but I just poured some acetone in here, and that's what that is. I'm gonna just take a little sip. Nope, just, that's a joke. Don't drink the acetone, okay? I just have that ready so I can dip my cleanup brush in it if needed. But yeah, let's plan my manicure. So I think what I could do is like maybe scientific on these 2 fingers and then Misshift on the other 3. Yeah, let's do that. I love long form content. Me too. Well, I've started, like, I watch streamers all the time now. Like, who am I? I don't know. Look at that. 1 coat. Bitch. Well, I'm gonna do 2 coats, but that is the first coat. Yeah, I watch a lot of live streams, like some on YouTube, some on Twitch, just whoever's there, because since I'm always home, I've definitely found that that is something I like to have on in the background, even if I'm not 100% paying attention and I just kind of like, oh, listen in when I hear something come up or I see something on screen, but it's really like comforting in a way to have this kind of ambient noise, but the noise is a person who might be cool, might be talking about something I'm interested in, or just like people who are having fun. So yeah, I put streams on sometimes, and I feel like that is my goal for what I hope people do with me eventually when I'm streaming more. I know now I don't like stream enough, but it's just like having company, you know? And you don't have to play games necessarily. Not everyone who streams is a gamer. I realize that my audience, that a lot of you watching me don't necessarily consume stream content all the time, and I can tell that just based on like the things chat says or how people comment in the Discord. But I don't think most of you actually watch streams regularly. Some of you do, I know, but I think a lot of my audience is just like kind of new to streams. But if you work at home or you're just home a lot, even if you're like, you know, you're doing classes or whatever it is, sometimes it's kind of nice just to put on, and you don't actually have to like sit there and stare at every single word. You just kind of leave it on. Like, I go to the bathroom and just leave streams on. I go downstairs for dinner and leave streams on. And nail painting is like such a calming stream, am I right? Pog. Nail painting is poggers. Basically only watch you and Saf stream, lols. Yeah, I think that's like the majority of my stream audience is people who just watch YouTubers that they've already watched because they like their like videos, but now they're just joining on their streams. But yeah, the streaming universe is like a whole other industry. It's like how the beauty guru industry is like a whole thing. Like, if you know all the palettes and the drama, then like, you know, it's kind of like that in like the streaming world too. Well, not everyone. I don't mean everyone's involved in like stream drama, but you know how certain communities kind of work. You watch? Who do you watch? Yeah, which streams? Comment in the chat which streams you watch. I need more ideas. I love hanging out with random people. Thought I would never say that. Soda Poppin', XQC, Valkyrie, Tommy Innit, Lil Simzy, Sophia Tyler, ContraPoints. So many. Oh my god. Okay, slow down. Pogger is the only way to express your excitement. I know. That's what I have learned in the last year. H3, yeah. There's so many different streaming like groups too. There's like the UK streamers, the Dream SMP streamers, the political streamers, the kind of community content commentators. And then there's the people who are just like kind of on their own, in their own group. Like when Sophia and Tyler stream. I don't know what category you would call that. Or like me when I stream, like nail art, I'm not sure is a big enough category to say like the nail art streamers, you know what I mean? Like, not to say we're not that big, but you know what I mean? It's just not as widely known. Puns. I've heard it, well, I watched him a bit because he had a Holo Taco nail polish like a year ago. And it was funny because like he was like, I don't know who SimplyNailogical is, but I have this really good black nail polish. Julian? Yes, of course I watched Julian. Who do I watch? So I watch, like, this is like, I don't want to self-report myself by saying all these people and then you like judge me based on who I watch, because I will say that I watch a lot of streamers for research purposes. And I know that sounds like, what the fuck are you saying, Christine? But it's true. I have been really interested in learning about streaming, and I watch a variety of different streamers now to kind of like learn how it works, how they interact with chat, what things they do when they're not doing their like main thing, like if it's gaming. And yeah, I talked to Julian actually when I was first figuring things out with stream, just kind of like asked him a few questions. So he was very helpful and kind of just like encouraging me. But yeah. Julian as in Julian Solomita, yes. Okay, yeah, so who do I watch? I watch Hassan. I started watching him when it was the American election, which is where, and I think like a lot of normies, as they say, started watching him. But I still watch him because I find like it's a really good way to get information on American politics and generally what's going on in the world. And I find his honest takes really interesting, like how he just comes out and says it, like no fucking bullshit, this is what I want to say and express to the world. And I think he's generally coming from a good place, although yes, in some ways maybe he's a little edgy and totally not endorsing 100% of the ways he chooses to communicate things. But I feel like I've learned a lot from watching him interact with chat. Not that I'm gonna tell you guys to fuck off. That's kind of what he does all the time. But that's kind of his thing. And every community, as I'm learning, has a thing. You know, they'll have like a meme with their chat and a way that they behave with their chat. So I think that the community aspect of it is what I'm really interested in. So yeah, I watch him for content and a little bit of research. I watch Emily D. Baker for content because I am interested in some of the lawsuits that she covers, and I find like listening to the legal stuff interesting. And I totally just flooded my cuticle. I'm not paying attention. Good job. Just gonna go in with my cleanup brush. I watch Nyachu, a female content creator on Twitch. I've seen some of her stuff. I have watched some Ranboo Live, which is a younger content creator in the UK. He's like part of like some UK group. Is my house worth 3 million like Hassan? Unfortunately, it's not. Maybe one day I aspire to, you know, the socialist in him to one day have a $3 million house. We'll see if I ever get there. Maybe if I turn on YouTube memberships, I'll have a $3 million house. You guys can buy my house. Yeah, not Hassan Minhaj. Hassan Piker. Yeah, Hassan Abbey is his channel. He's on Twitch. I taught him how to paint his nails once. If you guys... It was on his stream, not mine. Who else do I watch? Yes, I've seen some Ranboo. Mostly because I'm just like, what is going on? Like, 90,000 people watch this guy? And I want to know why, you know? I've watched Carl Jacobs for the same reason. Incredibly popular gaming / just like lifestyle influencer. He's also known for being one of Mr. Beast's friends in his videos. And I'm just fascinated like how and why. It's interesting, you know? I've watched Pokimane. Her cat is fucking beautiful. So is she, obviously, but like her cat though. Yeah, I watched a Pokimane stream the other day. Oops. I'm trying to find my... This song's annoying. I watched a Pokimane stream the other day where she was like redoing her setup. And I just find it like so fascinating that you can spend like 4 hours with your chat just like rearranging the camera, putting lights on in the background. And yeah, this is like also me just doing research. Like, what do people do for 8 hours, you know? I've even watched Ms. Kiff. And you would not... I feel like most people don't know who that is in this particular group because we definitely do not have audience overlap or much of it. I would not expect that. He's kind of like the class clown of Twitch, if that makes sense. I don't know if that's a prop for characterization, but I've watched him for research purposes to understand, you know, what the appeal is. He has a very big audience. Some people love him, some people hate him. He has a famous door where people always come into his door. That's like his thing with his community. Where people, you know, he turns around and then there's someone new comes through the door. And I guess that's kind of what I'm like studying. Each streamer has this thing that's just like the funny meme about them, you know? And then people who don't like them don't understand what the appeal is. They go, oh, I hate that person. They're not funny. They're just so boring or whatever. And like, yeah, you can totally feel that way about someone. But then there's like 30,000 people who love him or that person. And so that's kind of the interesting thing is like, I may really not like someone based on like 5 seconds of listening to them because I find their voice annoying or whatever reason it is. Or I think they're annoying because they're constantly checking themselves out in the camera. That's one of my pet peeves. I can't stand streamers who are constantly like you know when someone's looking at themselves and not looking at chat. You know what I mean? Like you can tell. I don't know. I don't like streamers who are like that. Do you watch Moist Critical? I have seen some of Charlie's streams too, yes. I'm actually not really familiar with his musical background, although it's my understanding that that's mostly why he's known, right? But I watched some of his like more serious takes on recent events. And I think he's pretty well spoken. Christine, do you still watch H3? Yeah, I've watched H3 too. Not as much as I used to, just because I'm trying to spread out my observation research, you know. Ludwig, yes, I've watched Ludwig. I've watched everyone. Ludwig recently made a video where he posted on YouTube where he was trying to prove that you can still create viral content without already being famous. And I thought that was a really interesting look at, you know, how this kind of works. And obviously he's a really smart person and content creator, so he knows what to do, and most people just don't. But he basically told people what to do. I thought that was interesting. And yeah, you're allowed to not like, have you ever watched Jerma's Dollhouse? I have heard of that, and I've tuned in like once. So that's that guy who like lives in like a real life Sims house and has chat decide what he should do, right? Like, should he wash his hands? Should he take the garbage out? Should he whatever? And it's so kind of like the conception of it and the thought behind it is so fascinating to me. I find that like so kind of fucked up, but I like it. But I just couldn't get into watching it. I feel like it's something really interesting to watch for 5 minutes and then you get the idea. But maybe that's just me. Like, if you decide you like him as a character, you can join in the chat and kind of control what he does with his life. I guess I just didn't really care that much, but the concept is really genius. It's really cool. Are you a lurker or do you chat? Oh, I'm a lurker. I never talk. Because I can't talk, guys. If I talk, it's like SimplyNailogical is saying, you know, poggers. I can't have that on my record. Try to watch Sykkuno. I have watched a bit of Sykkuno. I don't know. Maybe it's just his personality is not for me. I'm more entertained by people who are like telling jokes and shit, or like who are witty or something. Or if they're giving me content that I like actually want to hear about. So I don't actually want to hear about gaming unless that content creator is telling me something interesting while they're gaming. So yeah, but yes, I'm aware of his content. I watched him play Crab Game, which is the Squid Game, but not copyrighted. And I think like playing that game looks kind of fun. Gotta make an alt account? Yeah, I guess I could do that, but like, whatever. You know, I'm just, I don't care that much. I'm just observing. Can you do a corpse impersonation? What are you talking about? I'm gonna paint my nails black. Okay, that's a terrible impression. I cannot do that deep of a voice. I don't think I've ever watched a corpse stream. I think I've just heard his voice in other people's streams. What about Wilbur Soot? I've heard of him, but I don't think I've watched one of his streams. But he's like friends with that UK crew, right? There's like crews in the streaming world. You should play Crab Game with nail artists. Not a bad idea. I really liked playing Among Us. Eventually I'll get back into, you know, playing games with other people. I just think for now I'm gonna do solo things. For now. Because I wouldn't want to accidentally, you know, start crying if someone killed me in Among Us. So, well, this looks so pretty. I like this decision. Good job, chat. Good job. Who else should I watch? I watch everyone. And yes, I don't have time, but that's just the secret. I put them on while I'm doing things, you see? I gotta swatch for Holo Taco. I gotta edit my photos, gotta edit my videos, gotta do all the other things, review documents. I can do all of that while I play someone. Valkyrie, yes, I've seen some of her streams. She's a streamer on YouTube. And yes, I'm aware of the Reflect drama. I actually watched like every streamer's reaction to that in the last 2 weeks because I was just looking for something to entertain my mind. Yeah. I don't know. I don't really have any like comments to make on that other than it's kind of incredible that she was able to get out of that and she's gonna be fine. It's unheard of in the beauty community. But it's my understanding that she has a very, very supportive fan base. And, you know, if you have positive support, if you've created a community like that, then they often kind of support you no matter what. I'm not going to recap all the shit. There's like a million videos on YouTube if you want to know what happened. She launched a brand. Basically, she launched a skincare brand that was designed to protect your face against alleged harmful blue light from your computers. And then they canceled the brand like a week later and just shut it all down. That's the summary. Unheard of. I don't think that that's ever happened. There's been so many beauty brands that have launched and had like a fuckload of problems when they launched for all various different reasons. But none of them like shut down immediately. Wild. The nail combo is really pretty. Thank you. I think I just want to do... Should I do one more? I usually do 3 coats. Did I do 3 coats, chat, of the Multichrome? I usually do 3 thin coats. I think this was only 2, but I should probably do a 3rd just to make sure all the lines are kind of smooth. That's kind of the trick for Multichromes, is just to do a 3rd coat to make the lines smooth. We would support you if you fell into an MLM, but please don't. No, guys. I do not want blind support from my chat or from my followers. If I do something kind of fucked up or you think I had like... I was not smart in a decision, you should tell me. And don't just blindly support me because you think you love me, okay? That's 2 coats? Yeah, okay, thank you. See? I want your honesty. That was 2 coats. There we go. Gotta focus on the last coat of a Multichrome always. No parasocial Andes here. Yeah, you know what's funny? My dad's name is Andy. So in the streaming universe, people say like parasocial Andes or like chat Andes or whatever. The word Andy is used to describe like a normal person who's talking shit, I think. Is that accurate? What is the definition? It's probably on like Urban Dictionary or something. But yeah, my dad's name is Andy. So, are your nails insured?
We looked into it once. I was like, you know how they insure J-Lo's butt? Can we insure those nails? And the insurance broker looked at us like we were insane.
We are insane for asking that question.
Should show people your tree sap water.
Okay. This is my tree sap water. I am from Canada.
Hey.
Hey. It's about time you drink my tree sap.
It's like blue.
What's the Canadian accent? I'm going to my cabin later. Gonna chop some wood.
What are you, Dexter?
Should I watch the new Dexter?
Is that out?
I think it came out, but like I'm scared to watch it because if it sucks, I'm gonna be so mad.
Okay, we shouldn't watch it.
Okay, move this.
We need some comfort. We need comfort viewing suggestions.
Yeah, is the new Dexter good? Tell me. Be honest. It is. The first episode, I'm pretty sure it came out. I got an ad for it. No, it's weird. You need to watch Love on the Spectrum. I watched that whole series. I love it. It's really cute. Watch You. Okay, so I watched like the first 2 or 3 seasons of You, and it's just too like corny for me. Like, it's interesting, but it's so fake. I mean, like, okay, it's a TV show. I know it's fake, but it's just too much. You know what I mean? Like, I kind of roll my eyes. I'm like, how many girls are gonna die and no one's gonna notice? Like, give me a fucking break. I don't know. I like the actor, but I'm painting my nails for Dexter. What does that mean? Like bloody red? Yeah. I thought Dexter was about a serial killer killing serial killers. Yes. Yeah, that's what it's about. That's why I like it. Or that's why I used to like it. Hasn't been on for like years. Took a little hiatus. Okay, so I'm just gonna do a little bit of cleanup. I realize this isn't the most cohesive nail look, but I don't care. Great British Bake Off so Ben can bake. You think Ben can bake like the British? Are we gonna make some tea and crumpets? Yes. We do want to make some banana bread, though. I've had rotting bananas on our kitchen counter for like 2 weeks. What's the turquoise? Oh, so I'm using Scientific with 1 coat of Frostlight over top, which is a Holo glitter polish. Do you guys like Holo glitter polishes? I know you do. But yeah, these are meant to be like full coverage. You can just paint it on by itself so it'd look like this, or you can put on 1 coat on a base color and it kind of looks like a Holo Taco. Works better with some colors rather than others. It depends on what you're going for. I tend to like match the colors. Like I do blue glitter over blue and that works. Okay, now I'm gonna do a nice thick coat of glass of taco. Yay. My Little Pony. What? Okay. I mean, that's cool. Keeping nails nice and long for new collection swatches. Oh, funny you ask, Chloe. I did complete. That's what I'd been doing actually before what happened to my dad. I was swatching the whole collection and starting to take pictures of our holidays collection. Every year we're gonna have a holidays collection, so that's not really a secret. But yeah, I finished all of my photos and videos, so that's good. I have found that doing that kind of work behind the scenes has been definitely helpful for me. As much as I like didn't want to get on camera and, you know, do life hacks. Not that I do life hacks, but you know what I mean. Like, play games and pretend like nothing happened. The one thing I could do, and what I wanted to do, was continue working on like all the Holo Taco stuff that you guys don't see anyways, that I do behind the scenes, like taking pictures of the next collection, the collection box, taking all the swatches, editing and processing all those photos. It takes a long time, like 2 weeks spread out of working on that to get it all ready for launch. A launch which is upcoming. Do you guys want to know when the next Holo Taco launch is? I forgot my glossy taco. Glossy taco. Oh yes. Do you see this? It's a prototype. Because chat, why do we have prototypes? I'll let you answer the question. What are prototypes for? What do they result in? See, if I don't answer it, then I didn't say anything. You will learn more this week. Oh yeah, when I say sorry, let me clarify. When I say prototype, it doesn't always mean it's like new. It just means I'm testing in order to approve. Does that make sense? Because everything that gets released, whether it's old, new, a bit revised, slightly tweaked, needs to go through a phase where like I test it. Got it? Yeah. Okay, you got it. You will get more information this week. This felt like a pop quiz. I know. Fuck. Yes, you will find out more on Holo Taco socials tomorrow. What's tomorrow? Tomorrow's Monday. Today is Sunday. What day is it? What month is it? It's November. It's 2021. Christmas is coming. The holidays are near. And yeah, as of tomorrow, you will start seeing stuff on the Holo Taco socials about our upcoming holiday collection. So I might as well just tell you, because it feels so stupid of me not to tell you when you're literally gonna find out from Holo Taco, which is controlled by me, that our next collection is coming out next weekend. There, I said it. I said it only for the 4,000 and something of you left. Merry Christmas. You get the information first. How's that? Yay. See, yeah, next weekend. I know, yeah. So on Monday, as per usual, the way that the Holo Taco detectives kind of have learned our ways, they are predicting us. They're using predictive analytics. Once we start teasing on Holo Taco socials on the Monday, that usually means that the launch is that weekend. Generally, it's the Saturday. It will be the Saturday again. Yeah. I need to start being like happy and excited about things again. Are you gonna stream the launch? Yeah, that is my plan. But as with anything that I tell you on this stream, it is only official when Holo Taco says it. says the literal face of it. But yeah, that's how things should be interpreted. You know, it should be like official when Holo Taco announces the time and the place. So definitely stay tuned to Holo Taco emails, you know, and all those things. So it's a secret between us. Yes, for now. Don't. Oh fuck! Did I just? Oh no, we're good. We are good. We are good because the glossy taco dried that quickly. Will the stream be a bit earlier? You know the deal. You've been here before where we streamed a live stream launch. Aren't you Holo Taco? Yes, I am Holo Taco. Can't you see? Look at my face. What? No, your word makes it official. I know, but like, don't listen to me, you know? I like to announce things formally. I feel like that's how it should be from Holo Taco. Literally, the entity that is releasing things, like, that's why it should be official from there. But I'm just telling you shit, you know? I'm just talking. And yeah, we'll have a pre-launch party. You are simply when you are streaming. Christine is the one who's in charge of Holo Tacos, says Bella. Yeah, exactly. So when right now I'm simply, you know, I'm not Christine with no H. So I'm not responsible for anything that I say here today. Okay, should we look at my nails?
What do you think? What do you think?
What do you think? So I've got Mischief on a couple nails. That's the multichrome that shifts from purple to green. It's probably the most powerful shifting multichrome and probably our most favorite multichrome. The most best-selling. I love it. It's just classic and it reminds me of duochrome cars that my dad loved. And then I've got Scientific and one coat of Frostlight, which just like adds a gentle little sparkle. It kind of just looks like a Holo Taco, like a straight up scattered Holo Taco from far away, but it does have larger glitter pieces in it than scattered Holo. And if you look really close, like I don't think this camera will pick it up, but there is technically baby blue Holo glitters in here. Lil Simsy mentioned you in her latest video. She loves your polish. Oh my god, I like watched her the other day. Okay, well now I'll have to send her Holo Taco. Lil Simsy is another streamer who I was researching. She plays The Sims. I just suck at The Sims, as we've found out a few years ago when I attempted to build a sim house and failed. Looks so good. Thank you guys. I know it's like kind of a weird combo, but whatever. I do what I want. How does it compare to the blue Holo Taco from last year? Which one? You mean Cold Shoulder? So Cold Shoulder is a frosted metal that kind of shines like a metallic foil in the light. Has like a reflective finish. And then Frostlight is a holo glitter. So it has holographic pigments in it that sparkle a rainbow when you're under direct light. Also, this one's like a darker, more slatey blue, and this is a softer blue. But yeah, the finish is what looks really different. It looks more, the difference is more apparent on the nail because this one will appear more like a flat, shiny finish, and this one will definitely be more like chunky holo glitter. As always, there's the pictures on the website on the nails are the best place to see meaningful differences. Yes, different finishes, chat. We're all experts. I miss your collabs with Threadbanger. Oh, yeah, I haven't done collabs with like anyone. Well, COVID. I haven't done collabs with anyone because of COVID. But yeah, I hope they're doing well. I think they're doing well. It's kind of when I saw I don't want to get sad again, but like when my dad was in the hospital, it reminded me of seeing Rob. He put this on the internet, so it's not a secret. Like, Rob from Threadbanger died for 20 minutes a couple years ago, and he posted a video about it. So you can watch that video to understand what the hell dying for 20 minutes and coming back means. He made merch that says I died, and I've been wearing those as like pajamas since then because they're just funny. But seeing my dad in the hospital reminded me a lot of seeing Rob in the hospital. And that's why I guess my thought process was like, oh, my dad's gonna be fine. I've seen someone who was essentially on life support and then they got better. My, Grey's Anatomy level knowledge. Obviously, there's a lot more to it. Rob was a lot younger and had a condition that the doctors were able to help him overcome. And that's not the same with my dad. But in some ways, it kind of gave me hope. And I'm like, no, it's going to be fine. I know what happens next. You're on the ventilator, and then you get a trach, and then you're okay. I've seen it. So, yeah. Shit happens to different people, and that different people have different outcomes. And there's a million medical reasons that explain why some people have better outcomes than others. And yeah, I will always be sad that my dad had the outcome that he did. And that he didn't get to go on a trach and then come back out. And yes, friends reached out to me. But like I kind of said earlier, a lot of people reached out to me. A lot of people were sorry and wanting to send flowers. And I didn't reply to most people. Mostly just because I didn't want to talk about it. So people would text me or whatever, and I would just kind of I'd look at it, cry, and not want to see it. So you can understand when I have 30 something people in my private life who have my phone number texting me, and then I have thousands of people on social media saying something, and then companies even wanting to send flowers. And then Ben I told Ben, I'm like, I do not want flowers. If a company sends me flowers, you can tell them thank you, because we're not gonna get mad at them. But if you get them in our mailbox, you do not show them to me. So I don't know what Ben did with the flowers. Maybe he had a little sniff and then gave them away. But that's how I dealt with getting flowers. I didn't take them. Your dad passed in 2019 and there are still some people you haven't told. Yeah. I, for a long time, just didn't want to say anything because then it would be real. And I guess that's a natural reaction. But it's literally impossible for me to not say anything because I knew that there was it's only a matter of time before the general public would find out about it, because I have family and people talk, and he had a lot of friends who knew people, and eventually someone would comment on my post that they know about my dad. So I knew that was gonna happen, so I wanted to tell people on my own terms. And even though that took 9 days, I still didn't want to do it at all, but I don't really have a choice, and I know that for me and my own brain, I needed to talk about it so that I can move forward and not have people like constantly asking questions. And I know I'm gonna have to deal with people still asking questions, and it's not their fault. It's just something I'm gonna have to breathe through. But you're the same with sad news. Yeah, I feel like I've never been this sad. That sounds kind of stupid because people expect their parents to die at some point. Like, obviously your parents are gonna die at some point. People get old. But I was expecting like my grandmothers to die. No offense, grandma. She's not watching this. She doesn't know how to watch it. But like, you know, you have 90-year-old grandparents. You expect that they're gonna die. You might cry about it, but like, it's okay. That's literally what happens to people. They die. And they should die at some point. And I think like 90-something is a great accomplishment. And I hope that my loved ones get to live until they're 90, a happy life. And then it's time to go. And that's okay. But I do remember I essentially kept my dad's promise in a fucked up way. But I had a family friend who died when I was 23, I think. We were the same age. We'd been out of touch for many years since we like grew up, but we were friends growing up as young kids in like elementary school. We were best friends. And then later on, when I was 23, I found out that she had died from, it was like a horrible accident, basically. So my family went to her funeral, and that was fucking awful and tragic. And I like have trauma from that funeral, just in the way that it was conducted, not just that it happened. But at that funeral, my dad cried, and he like never cries. And he said he made me promise that I would never die before him, and that if his kids, my sister and I, died before him, he could not handle it. So we were like, okay, we promise we're not gonna die. So yeah, my sister and I did not die. He died first, and that's what he wanted. And this is what you expect to happen. The older people die first. Yes, but he was still young, and I'm just like mad that it was this early and he's not 90. I wanted him to die when he's 90. Yes, I did keep my promise. Positive thing, sure. I did good at not dying first. But yeah, I really am gonna miss him. I don't really have many people or many family that I'm like actually close with. And this isn't like a fucking pity party. I just want you to understand how I think there's like people who lose a parent, and to some people it's not the end of the world, because like maybe they weren't that close with their parents, or maybe they like hate their fucking parents or whatever. You know, or that feeling if you lose a grandparent, that's like, you knew it was coming, it's gonna be okay, you'll be fine. I know that's like fucking dark. You're supposed to be sad when people die, but like, I am also a realist. But my dad was one of my very small circle of people that I look up to, that I trust. And it's really hard to find. You never add people, or you rarely add people to that small circle. And I think as you get older, that circle just kind of shrinks. You lose people Whether it's because, like, people grow out of, you know, friendships and you grow apart or whatever, or some people die. And when your parent is a best friend and you lose them in this way, and there wasn't anything you really could have done, and they didn't get to live the rest of their life that they deserved. It fucking sucks. Yeah, some people in the chat are saying, like, their circle gets smaller. Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of sad. But it's true. And I know he's in a lot of videos on the internet, so maybe that's a good thing. I don't know. I know that a lot of you guys have been watching his videos because I see comments in my behind the YouTube creator studio thing that will say things like recent comments, and they're often comments on my dad's videos or videos with him in it. So I haven't been able to watch those videos yet. And isn't it kind of fucking weird that anyone who puts themselves on YouTube, that's gonna be there when they're dead? Like, everyone, like even me. When I'm dead, there's gonna be 600 videos of me on the internet. What the fuck? And then people will watch them and be like, oh, that person is dead now. Like, I guess this is just the new how it's gonna work. It's just not something I grew up with, right? Like, when my grandfathers died when I was a teenager, there's no videos of them. Or, like, maybe there's one family video, but it was definitely not on YouTube. It wasn't accessible to millions of people. So yeah, it's kind of a mindfuck that, like, my dad and me eventually are gonna be everywhere and accessible to people we will never know. The internet is really forever, yeah. It's the same with an actor. Yeah, good point, Laura. I guess on YouTube, the content that, like, YouTubers and streamers create isn't acting for the most part. It's like, this is their real life. This is their real partner. This is their real pet. This is what they do during the day. So you see all of this life and activity, and then one day they're gonna die, and then you can, like, go back and watch the life and activity. Like, what the fuck? Like in Grey's Anatomy, he might have been your person. Yeah, in Grey's Anatomy, there's, like, this saying where Meredith, the main character, has, like, a person. I feel like I have a couple people, but he was definitely more than just a dad. What is this?
Want a garbage bowl? The bowl is a circle.
Wait, show them. Oh, there's a taco. It's not tacos. Okay, garbage bowl tour. This is my garbage bowl. It's from yesterday. It's leftovers. We picked it up because I don't feel like cooking, and it has hummus. Ben's literally disgusting. Ben! Actually,
sorry,
fucking gross.
I'm just checking myself out in the camera before we record.
I shouldn't have said that. Now I sound like a bitch. Whatever, I'm allowed to be judgmental. What if this just turns me into, like, way more honest and judgmental? Because I don't give a fuck. What if I die tomorrow? I should really get my real thoughts out there. Broccoli slaps. Yes, Hope. Broccoli fucking slaps in my mouth.
Slays.
No, it slaps. That's
slaps.
Slays is so, like, 2016 language, okay? No,
Slaps
it slaps. Slaps is the new word. The broccoli slaps. It's poggers. You're just like a real food normie Andy. What a normie, guys. He doesn't understand garbage.
Yeah.
Broccoli gang. Broccoli gang.
I like broccoli gang.
Okay, so
When you turn on memberships, that should be a level. Broccoli gang.
No, but I'm thinking. Here, guys, help me with the called. I think Sock Squad.
That's good. That's
Sock
good.
Squad. But then I can't remember what the second one was. It was either gonna be like Holo Queen, but then I thought that's too like. I'm not trying to gender it. I'm the Holo Queen. Okay.
Anyone can be a queen.
Yeah, no, I know that. But like, I didn't want other people. You have to fucking think about all these things. You know what I'm saying? I love Sock Squad, Menchie gang. I can't name a membership tier Menchie gang though. That's fucking hilarious.
What would Menchie's frozen yogurt have to say?
How much would Menchie charge though for her tier? Banana Squad.
Super Sims.
That's if Ben has memberships, he'll do Banana Squad. Super Simp, so that I had that as in my draft, but I decided against it just in case YouTube decides to like ban the word simp. Because Twitch did that, and if they banned simp, Simply would be banned, I think, but like maybe they would, whitelist my channel. Simply, because simp is in Simply. Anyways, I think it's funny, and I don't think there's
every word.
Well, I know. Well, I don't know, but like I wonder if saying super simps or something, like, I don't know, like there's a risk, you know what I'm saying? I think it's funny, and I think you guys are totally cool with it. I don't give a shit, like, it's fine. But I don't know if that's the wise choice for a publicly viewable thing that YouTube is like monetizing. Do you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I think we stopped making wise choices a long time ago.
True. Hollow Majesties, that's cute. Simply Crew. Like, Sock Squad is good, but I need 2 tiers. So I need a second tier. So, like, is Sock Squad the higher tier or the lower tier?
Yeah, Menchie gang.
Left
Sock
sock
Squad.
only, like
What's
left sock,
higher?
leftover socks. The left sock, single sock.
Leftovers.
The Peely Pride.
Peelies.
Garbage bowl.
Bad peelies and good peelies.
The Peely people. The Peely people.
Purple peely people.
The Peely peeps. The Peely peeps and the Sock Squad. Oh my god, I'm such a fucking loser.
Yeah, but it slaps.
Yo, the Peely peeps is actually funny. I am laughing now.
Okay.
Peely peeps. Sock Squad.
What about the hummus police?
No, that's go to your own channel.
I'm the chief of police.
Menchie gang's funny though, but which one's higher, Menchie gang or Sock Squad?
Where's Menchie?
Or Peely peeps? Peely peeps could be lower than Sock Squad. Obviously we have not made these decisions yet, so when they exist, I will fill you in on what this actually means, what you're actually signing up for. So yeah, I'll explain later. But there is going to be a connect. My intention is that it's going to connect to Discord, the Simply Discord server, so that you'll have a role and potentially a color or an icon that will say you're in the Sock Squad or the Menchie gang or whatever we name them.
And you're going to start playing chess, like the third Botez sister, right?
Ben has also been watching streaming. Yes, he's been doing research with me. Lots of research. Should we do a poll? I could do a poll on Discord, maybe. That's what I'll do it. I need more ideas. I gotta like compile them before I do a poll. The Hollow Hermits. It's funny. The Garbage Gang. That's like, it's funny because of Garbage Bowl, but most people who don't know that would like not want to sign up to be a garbage gang. You know what I mean? Like,
It doesn't
the
roll
tax,
off the tongue.
the
does it?
tax collectors. Oh my god, I'm dying. That's if Ben has a stream. The Tea Party.
Do you want to play Mario Party sometime?
Will the Discord be part of the Patreon? No, I'm not doing Patreon. When I say memberships, I mean on YouTube. It's like if you watch Twitch and you subscribe to someone's channel, when you subscribe, you're paying, it's usually $5 a month. and then you can not get ads, and like there's other perks. You can use emotes in chat. That's how Twitch works. YouTube has somewhat of an equivalent called memberships, because subscribers are already a concept that pre-exists, where you can just click subscribe for free and it does literally nothing. Like this person, it just does, I mean, it's supposed to give you notifications, that's all it does, but there's no extra content or bonus or icon by your name for doing so. The tea fleas, okay, we can be different teas. Okay, but yeah, I haven't turned, this is my plan. It was supposed to roll out 2 weeks ago, but that did not happen. So I've been planning on it, and I will do it at some point this month, but I am not doing it now, and I'm not doing it next weekend, because next weekend is the Holo Taco launch. Soon it will be Christmas without the H. Christmas is coming. No H. You know, I'm not trying to make it a religious Christmas. No offense to anyone who practices Christmas. Totally cool. I celebrate Christmas with no H. Just like Christine with no H. I see a lot of people confused on social media when Holo Taco started like sending emails, and soon we're gonna send emails and social media posts that say like Merry Christmas without an H, and then people are like, you spelled it wrong. It's okay. Have you met Christine? Holo days without the H. Yeah, we can't do that. It's the Holo days, HOLO, or Christmas without the H. That's what we celebrate. So I think I'm gonna call it there. Any questions about like membership and how that's gonna work, I will do all that once I actually do that. But just letting you know, that is my plan. And streaming more. So should be good things. Fun stuff coming. Yeah. Yeah, and Holo Taco launch next week. Oops. You'll find out tomorrow some sneak peeks on Holo Taco. As always, you'll get to see some pictures. And the Holo Taco detectives, I'm sure we'll piece the entire collection together and know the name, the number, and exactly what's going on days before we release it. All right, everyone. Thank you guys for helping me feel a little bit better. I think painting my nails and just like talking about Peely Base or whatever and the things that make me happy make me feel better. So I feel like I want to be back. I want to be here, and I still want to do it more. And I understand that, yes, there's no pressure, and I appreciate everyone saying no pressure, take all the time you need. Like I hear you, and I wouldn't be here if I didn't want to. So just know that. All right, chat. Thank you to the mods. Thank you guys for watching me fucking cry. And I will see you guys live next Saturday. For the Holo Taco launch, which I will be live streaming, which will be formally announced on Holo Taco social channels this week. All right, everyone. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see y'all later. Bye.